Warm greetings from the I-10. It is Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. I wanted to bring you an update to the GoFundMe that was set up by Miss Tessica Brown, the Gorilla Glue Girl. I'm a little late on the information, but the funds were released per information by TMZ. She was supposed to donate that money to some people that she knew in her community that needed the help, and to Dr. Obing's foundation. And it was recommended by the personnel that runs the GoFundMe pages that you comply to say what you're using the money for. So, from my understanding, the money was released to her. But this news I'm going to bring you is by Daily News. GoFundMe shuts down imposter appeal purporting to raise money for Tessica Brown of Gorilla Glue fame. This glue didn't stick. The GoFundMe fundraising site has shut down a fake account purporting to be mounted on behalf of Tessica Brown, whose plea for help getting Gorilla Glue out of her hair went viral last month. Brown, her manager says, is doing just fine and needs no help, especially now that her hair is free of the adhesive, courtesy of Dr. Michael Obing, a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon who removed it gratis. There were a number of suspect things about the account, most glaringly that it sought $25,000 while posting a medical bill, supposedly for $186,000, reported by TMZ. GoFundMe caught the scam early when it had raised just $500 and shut it down before anybody lost any money, TMZ said. Please help me with my medical bills. Once the doctor and hospitals thought I was getting money off the other GoFundMe, they decided to charge me, the fake plea read, according to Lad Bible. Please help. I don't have this kind of money. The money I have left over from the other GoFundMe will be used. However, it is not much because I already donated half of it. GoFundMe was having none of it, and neither was Brown's manager, Gina Rodriguez, who told TMZ that it was just one of many fake Twitter and GoFundMe pages that have sprung up trying to dupe people. Brown, Rodriguez told TMZ, is not seeking to raise money this way. She is too busy running her two businesses, a daycare and a dance group, as well as negotiating other deals. Now, weeks out from the procedure and the punishing experience, she has turned her sticky situation into a teachable moment, exhorting girls not to identify too strongly with their hair. Meanwhile, Gorilla Glue sales have soared. That is the said information. Imagine that. Okay, New York Daily News is that said information. So allegedly, she has gotten the money release. I do find it weird that a person would put any type of GoFundMe page up and not specify what they need the money for. So, like, to me, the people who authorize the pages would have that stipulated from the get-go. I do find it interesting that so much money was raised, over $23,000, for someone who was having issues. But that seems weird too, because how can you put money up for something and no one puts on the page what they need the money for? So that doesn't make any sense to me either. Allegedly, she was filing suit, suing a blogger for a cease and desist. And I find that interesting because that's the whole thing. Many people have suspected or accused her of being fraudulent and or not really using glue, just all kinds of things. And I think it's interesting that so many people have said something about her, probably not so nice things. So why sue this one blogger for what she said because she's calling you a liar? And my thing is that was a weird reason why the rumor started, because of the issue of the said glue. Why would you put it in your hair? You're an adult. You can read. That's just a natural assumption. And naturally people are going to say something. Then the issue, like I said, with the GoFundMe, not specifying the reasoning for needing the money. I couldn't see how it even got to $23,000 without even a reason. So then, in order for her to get the money, these people say, "Oh, you got to tell us what you're going to do with the money." So all that just seems, that whole situation seems odd to me. But nonetheless, I don't know what's going to come out with the suit for the blogger. If she will be quiet and or if she'll drop the lawsuit against the said person. But all of this is just a strange story, and people are entitled to their opinion to think what they like to think, especially when you make the news. And this is why people talk. If you make the news, people are going to ask questions, say things, because that's just what people do. A lot of people don't like people saying anything, but it's kind of like, well, why would you want to make the news? If you don't want to make the news, stay out of the news. So Did she donate the money to the Dr. Obing's Foundation? Did she help the people in her community? I also thought it was strange that she was going to get a surgery, also done by Dr. Obing. Naturally, you have to fly out there, stay out there for a while to recuperate from a mommy surgery. Allegedly, they found some lumps in her breast, so I don't know the prognosis of that situation. But as I state, you'd have to stay somewhere. Was that also offered free? So I couldn't understand how she would be able to even go out there then to fly out there if she donated most of the money, because that was the comment she gave. I'm going to donate most of the money to Dr. Obing's Foundation and donate a portion or remaining portion to, I think it was 3 families or so in her community. So I don't know. Like I said, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but it does seem suspect. I'm sure it seems suspect to a lot of people. Then there was an issue about suing the company, the Gorilla Glue. Then she debunked that and said, no, she never said that. It was a misunderstanding. But then the flip side of that would be, how are you going to sue this company? They have instructions on the bottles of their products. And we already know you don't buy Gorilla Glue in the hair product aisle. And people are entitled to their opinion to think what they want about the situation. And so now if you're suing a blogger, then that goes back to why people would assume that your actions were fraudulent as far as wanting money. So now you're not suing the Gorilla Glue. You have some other business projects in the works. You have a manager and or agent, but yet you would sue a blogger for saying something you didn't like. Naturally, I'm on this platform, so I get it. People will talk about you, bash you, say all type of cruel things about you, don't know you. Maybe that's how she feels. She feel like it's taking a toll on her. But as I state, that situation is totally different. You went in and put the glue in your hair and you showed allegedly what happened via a social media site. So yeah, they were going to talk. And I myself sit here knowing that you could take all kind of punches because you're also on a social media site and you don't have any control over what people are going to say and do. But I haven't sued anyone either. You never know. But just saying. When you're out in the front, you put yourself in a situation to be ridiculed, ostracized. Maybe perhaps had she not uploaded, material to the site, people wouldn't have known what she went through. She could have quietly perhaps gotten the help she needed. And that's why I guess a lot of people have assumed that this was a ruse to get money. Who knows? Well, that is the set information pertaining to Miss Tessica Brown. She's doing well. The attorney says she's doing well. Glue out. As I stated, I don't know the prognosis of the mommy surgeries that she's going to do, have done by Dr. Obing. I don't know if she actually got those things taken care of. The surgery she was going to get performed. But we will see, and I'll bring you an update to that said information. I want to thank you for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. This is Everyday Shenanigans.